rock this morning. Okay, so there is that. I'm going to first let you know, if you are watching this on the YouTubes, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. If you are watching somewhere else other than YouTube, what you're going to want to do is still go to YouTube. After this video, search my first and last name, click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. Here's the deal. There's a new thing that we are doing. We are going to, if you have, I'm going to start 2 sentences at once. This is what I'm going to do. Hi, I'm Martha. I do this sometimes, okay? If you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and are commenting on the video on YouTube, every week I'm going to have a giveaway for one person that has commented that is also subscribed on the YouTube channel. So not commented on Facebook, but I'll see a comment on YouTube. I'll pick one person. I'll see if they're subscribed, and then that person is going to win something if you're subscribed and also commenting on YouTube. So I would follow on YouTube. The reason why, you guys, is Facebook is notoriously terrible for letting you know whenever people go live. So because I do everything in a very transparent way, the reason that I'm pushing you over to YouTube is because you're going to get notifications from YouTube. You're going to get what you want, right? So if you want to know when I'm live or when you want to know when new videos are on and that sort of stuff, you have to be subscribed and click the bell. Okay, so I'm suggesting that you do that, and then I'm also gamifying it by doing giveaways. Okay, so this is how this works. So again, in every course, in everything that I teach, it's all this simple. I walk you through what I do, why I do it, why it works. Okay, so this is what I'm doing so far as the YouTube is concerned. The YouTube. I sound so old. The YouTubes, right? So, anywho, let me see what you guys are saying. Good morning, Corey. Oh, let me get that off of, let me get the graphic off. Whoops. Oh, my word, I put my, it's just a mess here today. Oh, Corey, good morning. Rachel, good morning. Jenna, good morning. Kaylin, good morning. Michelle, Wednesday blessings. Ah, thank you, lady. Graham, good morning. Katrina, good morning. Jill, good morning. Carrie, good Wednesday morning. Then, good morning to you. Stephanie, hey there, I'm subscribed because I never want to miss your words of wisdom. Ah, shucks. There you go. So now, and I see that you put that comment on YouTube. Very good. There you go. That's exactly how you win something. Okay, so one person each week is going to win something just by commenting and also being subscribed. Martina, good morning. Katrina, we have a heat wave today. It's 2 degrees above right now. Warm compared to negative 30 below. Oh my goodness. I can't even with that cold. I lived 39 years of my life in that cold. I can't do it anymore. Roxanne, good evening, Martha. Oh, well, good evening to you. Where you at, Roxanne? Beth, good morning. Momentum call gave me life last night. Oh, I could see it. I could see it whenever I was talking to you. I could see it sort of like, it was almost like the sun was rising, right? I could see it on your face. I'm like, oh, she's going to be good. Katie Lynn, good morning. Rachel, okay, I'm here now. No more Facebook videos. There you go. Robin, good morning. Michelle, you rock. Ah, shucks. Martina, subscribed, and you are a part of my morning routine, daily dose of Martha. Ah, yeah. Elle, thank you for the giggles in text this AM twice. I just... I texted all my people this morning, so if you're not in my text stuff, here you can text me here. What I do is you can just text me over here, text me anything. I save you in my phone, and then I'll text you. I text my people every morning, and I text, it's morning motivation, it's keeping you going, it's sort of like your thought for the day. But then in the text I said, and have a happy Tuesday. For those of you that don't know, it's Wednesday. So there's that. Just saying. There's the number. I'll leave it up for a second for those of you that aren't in yet. Graham, good morning. Switched over to the YouTubes. There you go. There. Jill, happy Wednesday, not Tuesday. See, we got jokes. We got jokes. Your second text today cracked me up because I didn't even realize it was Wednesday either. This is real life work from homeness, right? I mean, you don't know what day it is. Rachel, good morning. Your discussion with Martha gave me courage to pivot. Ooh, I like that. Janet, morning. Good morning to you. Hello, everybody. All right, you guys. Let me see. Well, I am just going to go ahead and start. Let me get this. I'll get the text off of there here. All right, we are gonna begin. All right, so we are going to talk today about 3 lessons that every home-based business owner learns too late. That's right, I said too late. And we'll get into exactly why that is. So again, 3 lessons every home-based business owner learns too late. Let's go ahead and get into it, okay? So number 1, your business is just as, if not more, lucrative than massive corporations. So most business owners, they learn this too late in this reason. Because of this reason. Words on a Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? So they learn it too late because they realize after the fact, after they threw in the towel, they see somebody else succeed in maybe that same line that they were walking down. They see somebody else win and they're like, oh, why didn't I do that, right? Or you read about it, or you see it on TV, or you hear about it, or you see me, and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally could have done that, right? Any home-based business owner ever in life has an opportunity that is better than any corporation. Now, why is it better than any corporation? It's because we have bigger margins, okay? So have you ever watched Shark Tank and they talk about their margins, or they talk about how much money they made last year? They'll say, oh, well, we made $2 million last year. And then the sharks will say, okay, what was your margin? What'd you actually bring? What'd you net? What did you bring in? And they'll be like, oh, well, we were in debt $200,000. All right, so you're telling me you made $2 million, but you were in debt $200,000. So you spent $200,000 last year and essentially didn't make anything. Making $2 million does not matter if you don't have a margin, guys. If you don't have a big margin. So when I say big margin, I'm talking about a big profit margin, right? So any of my income streams, my profit margins are like 85%. I bring back to my family, and then, which then gets dispersed out into the community and that sort of thing. I bring back to my family 85% of what I sell, okay? So I didn't make, like, if I would have been that business that made $2 million last year, which we made more, but if we would have been that business that made $200 million or $2 million last year, what's 85% of that? 1 point something, almost 2. Can we just say that? I don't have a calculator, but a lot more than negative $200,000. From our home-based businesses, you guys, in the way that I teach you, you can have massive profit margins. Corporations don't have massive profit margins. They have so many resources and so many things that go against what is called their bottom line. And their bottom line is like what you make, right? So they have so many things. They have employees, they have insurance, they have buildings, right? They have all sorts of stuff. resources that they have to buy, softwares they have to use for their employees, and da-da-da-da. So many things go against that bottom line that at the end of the day, what they actually make is like this. So our business, my family's business, crushes anything you've ever seen on Shark Tank. And it's just from my house. It's just from my hoodie sweatshirt in my house, 5 to 10 hours a week, doing my thing, having fun, drinking coffee, hanging out with folks. And we're crushing normal business. Okay? It's real. It's something you can do, you guys. This is what I talk about all the time. This is so stinking real. But most business owners, they don't understand that. They don't understand how lucrative their opportunity actually is. And then the fact that they don't have to have employees. Employees add a whole nother whoa to the game, right? A whole nother oh my gosh, headache, expense. Just get independent contractors. Hire them to do the things that you need them to do. And then have it be, it's just an independent contractor. So they're doing their thing. They're not all tied and bound by you, right? And then you're doing your thing. And that is the best way to run it. If you have to have employees with your business, I understand you have to have employees. But if you don't, if you're running a home-based business the way that I talk about in HBR, you don't have to. You simply don't have to. Okay? So that is the number one reason or thing that every home-based business owner learns too late is exactly how lucrative their opportunity actually is. People look at home-based business, they look at the words home-based business and they think, that's cute. That's adorable. Listen, I will crush anyone around me in business. Anyone around me. But I will be here with no makeup on, with my hoodie sweatshirt, in my yoga pants, doing my workouts whenever I want to do them, hanging out with my daughter, going to Hawaii for a week, doing whatever we want to do when we want to do it. Who gives a rip, right? We run our business. This is our world. We show up the way we want to show up in this world. And we show up in service to our community. And still crush every business around us. This is what HBR is. In case you were wondering, in case you're like, what is that? That's what it is. I show you what I do. And I don't lie to you about it. And I don't hold anything close to the vest and say, but you can't know that part. No, tell you all of it. And then I continue to tell you because things evolve, because business evolves. So then I continue to tell you about the things that I'm doing. Okay? All right, number one, actually in the comments, let me know if you were victim of thinking your home-based business was actually not lucrative. Here's the thing, I'm just going to say this really quick. People believe that their home-based business isn't lucrative mostly because other people say your home-based business isn't lucrative. Oh, that's cute. Well, you can keep your cute. I'm gonna show you what cute is. I'll show you cute, right? You're gonna wonder how I'm doing this. You who told me that my business was cute are next going to be asking me how the heck I did this. You know what I'm saying? You guys, the naysayers, the people that don't see the vision, the people that don't see what we're doing, it doesn't matter. You just need to get around the people that understand what you're doing and crush, right? That's what we have to do. Number 2, you guys. 3 lessons every home-based business owner learns too late. Number 2, you need a mentor that has actually done what you want to do. Most people think so little of their opportunity that they don't set themselves up for success. They think so little of their little old home-based business, just little cute business, right? They think so little of it that they don't set themselves up for success. They don't get a mentor. They don't get, and a mentor isn't necessarily somebody that you hire and pay. My first mentors, whenever I was starting out, were people that I followed on social media. I followed them. I watched them, like me, like I listened to them, right? I listened to the lessons that they were telling me. And so I was learning from their mistakes. And then did I eventually get into their programs? Yeah, absolutely, whenever I had the cash flow to do so, right? But before then, I was just following them. And that's how it should go. Don't jump in before you're ready. But whenever you're ready, jump into programs. So then you're able to really dig deep into the concepts and the strategies and that sort of thing. Because you're only going to get so much on social media, of course, right? But make sure that you are finding a mentor that has been or is, not has been, is where you want to be in your business. So not somebody that says that they're where you want to be, but somebody that actually is, okay? So we don't necessarily subscribe to the dude bros sitting on the front of a Ferrari in a Facebook ad, yeah? We don't necessarily subscribe to those dudes because the car is probably rented and so is the house, you know? Like everything is, nothing against a rented house or anything like that, right? I mean, shoot, we rent this house right now. We rent this house because we moved from Iowa to Florida and we didn't have a place to go. And we were like, well, if we don't know the area, we're not going to just buy a house. That's stupid, right? So, I mean, there's nothing against lease houses. But of course, we're buying and we're building on land next. But anywho, and we're building an event center. I'm just saying some really cool stuff is coming. But anyway, I digress so much right now. We need to find mentors that are where we want to be and then learn from those people. So if you want me to be your mentor, where I am is my family makes 7 figures plus a month, and I work about 5 to 10 hours a week. And yeah, we do it all in service to our people. Never sleazy, never scuzzy, never feeling goofy, but always in service to people. So instead of waking up feeling like a scuzz bucket because of like sales and bleh, instead of that, I wake up inspired to serve. I wake up ready for the messages I'm going to get that day that are telling me, oh my gosh, my life has changed in this way. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. I can't believe this is happening. Where you see everybody's life changing in front of you. That's inspiration. That is soul satisfaction. And to be able to make an income while you're doing that, that is what I teach you in HBR. Okay? If you want to know more about HBR, just message me. I can get you the details. So that is number 2. Number 3, you guys, surround yourself with people doing the same thing as you so you can keep each other going. This is something that, again, every home-based business owner learns too late. What they do is they try to go it alone. Tell me if that's you in the comments. When you started your home-based business, did you try to go it alone? Most people do. And then they're like, well, what if my husband doesn't support me? What if my kids are making fun of me, right? What if all of these things? You know what, you guys? That stuff isn't going to matter if you're surrounding yourself with a community of people that are doing the same thing as you. And the way that I illustrate this is, so I have a community. Yes, it's on Facebook. Okay. I have a community. It's called Heart-Centered and Successful Work-at-Home Moms. No, you don't have to be a mom. No, you don't even have to be a woman. You can join it. Just moms are my jam because I'm a mom, right? But you can search that group and you can join it. It's a free group. And then what I also suggest is going to the guides section. The second guide is called 90 Days Side Gig to Main Gig. So turn your side gig into your main gig in 90 days, okay? It is not a fluffy challenge. It is not a challenge at the end of 90 days. You're going to be like, not going to get that 90 days back, right? It's legit stuff. that is going to push the needle on what you thought success was. You're going to really see what it looks like. Okay, you guys? But anyway, so in that group and in HBR and my other groups, right? In that group, you essentially have a mob of people all moving forward, all growing, all pushing each other, and everybody's moving like this. So you literally cannot stand still. You have to grow. You cannot stand in a group of people moving forward and stand still. If anything, you're kind of pushed forward by proxy, right? Just for the fact that everybody is growing around you, you're kind of like you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, what if that's 8,000 people? Imagine what you're the sum of when you've got 8,000 people in a group all moving forward, right? That looks like success. So even if you're sitting at home and you're like, my husband doesn't get it. He's not, he's telling me that maybe he wants me to quit, or I spend too much time on this, and da-da-da-da-da. All of these things that just work against your success with the home-based business. I'm not talking ill about your husband in any way, right? But what I'm saying is you can handle that if you've got a group of people that are all moving forward. Here's a little secret about my husband. He didn't necessarily support what I was doing right away until he saw it. That's how men are. So when they see it, when they see the results, it's a lot easier to jump on board. That's just human nature. There's nothing wrong with that. Just understand it is what it is. And so whenever Mike started seeing like, oh, okay, then he was on board. But before, you better believe it was a little like, really, Martha? For real. So don't think like, oh, Martha's got the most supportive husband in the world. I do, I 100% do, but he still is a skeptic, right? I am a skeptic too. It's what keeps us alive as humans. It's okay to be a skeptic. And it's okay for your husband to be a skeptic. So don't push back against it. Join a new group that supports you, and just don't rely on that. Don't rely on him needing to agree with you in order for you to be successful, because once you become successful, he will automatically jump in, because why wouldn't he, right? So there you have it, you guys. 3 lessons every home-based business owner learns too late. And again, jump in my Facebook group. The link is in the description of this video. It is heart-centered and successful work-at-home moms. No, you don't need to be a mom. No, you don't even need to be a woman. Just jump in there if you feel like you want the support and the direction. I have lots of trainings in there, all sorts of stuff. It's kind of just like a circus of learning from somebody who's actually done it, okay? So there it is. All right, let me see what you're talking about. What time is it? Oh my gosh, I'm so over on time. Good grief. Okay, I see people switching over to YouTube. Amanda, LOL, I love the happy Tuesday on a Wednesday. I just prayed for you. I knew you'd get it. LOL, delayed response due to events happening over here. Katie Lynn, employees can be a liability. 100% yes. Megan, oh yeah, when we hired employees, we lost so much money. That's exactly what happens. Yeah. Meg, right? Love it. Paige, good morning. Nancy, HBR call. The HBR call was last night. Jenna, yes, guilty. Carrie, I feel my business is profitable, but working on attracting my people. No, buddy. No. Marta, oh, why listen to people anyway? Right? Oh, gosh, you guys. I am going to stop it, Herman. I am going to go ahead and put this up because it is still half off today. Tomorrow it's not going to be, though. Oh, that's what you see, Tom? Tomorrow it isn't going to be half off anymore. So make sure if you truly want to get it at half off that you get it tonight, because it goes up to its regular price tomorrow. Okay, you guys. So what you would do is you would reach out to my Facebook business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. Just message me the words case study. Totally fine. I'll know it's half off today. And that's until midnight tonight. It doesn't mean you're buying it if you message me. We're just having a short conversation to see if it's a good fit. And I'll send you the details of the program and you can decide from there. So there is that. You guys have the best day. I'll see you later.